Archaeologists have uncovered ancient evidence of black Greek tribes, hidden for thousands of years. Were the original Greeks more diverse than we've ever been told? New discoveries are rewriting everything we thought we knew about ancient history. Stay tuned, because the truth is even more incredible than you think. History just got flipped upside down. Black Greek tribes have been discovered, and the world was never meant to know. What else have they been hiding from us? The Black Greek tribes, what they don't want you to know. For centuries, we've been told a story. A story of white marble. Of proud philosophers. Of a civilization that shaped the Western world. But hidden beneath the ruins, buried under the dust of time, there was something they never wanted us to find. The truth about the Black Greek tribes. The ones history forgot, or chose to erase. Real people. Real stories. A missing piece of history that's finally being uncovered. Who were they? Where did they come from? And why was their legacy buried so deep? Get ready. Because the history you think you know is about to change forever. The forgotten faces of ancient Greece. When we think of ancient Greece, we imagine Athens, Sparta, statues carved in pure white stone. But history is rarely that simple. And the truth is far more colorful than we've been taught. Ancient Greece was a crossroads. A meeting point between Africa, Asia, and Europe. A place where cultures mixed. And where Black African communities thrived alongside their Greek neighbors. In fact, ancient historians themselves described it. Writers like Herodotus spoke of dark-skinned peoples living among the Greeks. Artists painted them. Sculptors carved their features into stone. But over time, their stories faded. And a new image of Greece was created. One that erased the diversity that once existed. Now, through archaeology, DNA studies, and ancient records, the truth is re-emerging. Piece by piece. Layer by layer. And what it's revealing is changing everything we thought we knew. The ancient Ethiopians, Greece's forgotten neighbors. One of the most powerful clues comes from the ancient Ethiopians. To the Greeks, the word Ethiopian meant burnt-faced people. A direct reference to dark skin. They weren't seen as outsiders. They were celebrated. Respected for their wisdom, their bravery, and their deep connection to the gods. In Greek mythology, Ethiopians were often described as the most favored people by the gods. Even Zeus himself, king of the gods, was said to visit them. Not once, but regularly. This wasn't just myth. It reflected real relationships. Real admiration. Art from ancient Greece shows Ethiopians as warriors, diplomats, and respected figures. Not slaves. Not enemies. But equals. Sometimes even heroes. Yet somewhere along the way, this part of the story was pushed aside. Forgotten. Buried under a newer, cleaner version of history. But the ruins haven't forgotten. The pottery hasn't forgotten. The ancient words carved into stone haven't forgotten. And now, neither will we. The evidence they couldn't erase today, the walls are finally speaking. And they're telling a story very different from the one we learned. Archaeologists are uncovering murals, pottery, and statues that show a richer, more diverse Greece. Scientists are digging even deeper. DNA studies reveal African genetic markers in ancient Greek populations. Not just in distant colonies, but right in the heart of Greece itself. And ancient texts, they're being reread with new eyes, no longer filtered through the assumptions of the past. Scholars are finding descriptions of black warriors, kings and philosophers. Men and women who stood shoulder to shoulder with some of history's most famous names. This isn't just speculation. It's hard evidence. It's science, art, and written history, all pointing in the same direction. The black presence in ancient Greece wasn't a footnote. It was a part of the story. A part too important to stay buried any longer. And if this truth stayed hidden for so long, what else have we been kept from seeing? Why their story was erased? History is written by the victors. But sometimes, it's also rewritten by those who fear the truth. As Europe rose to power, a new story about the ancient world began to take shape. A cleaner story. A whiter story. One that fit the narratives of empire, conquest, and superiority. Anything that didn't fit was ignored, forgotten, or deliberately erased. The black presence in ancient Greece. Too complicated. Too threatening. So it vanished from textbooks. From paintings. From the public memory. But the truth has a way of surviving. In fragments. In whispers. In ruins waiting to be uncovered. Today, a new generation of historians, archaeologists, and storytellers are piecing it back together. And what they're finding is not just a different version of history. It's a fuller, richer, more honest one. A history where black excellence wasn't an exception. It was part of the foundation of civilization itself. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. The truth can't stay buried. The story of the Black Greek tribes isn't just about history. It's about identity. About truth. About reclaiming the voices that were never meant to be silenced. We are standing at the edge of a new understanding. One where history isn't just black and white, but rich, vibrant, and deeply connected. The ancient world was more diverse, more complex, and more beautiful than we were ever allowed to believe. And this is only the beginning. If you're ready to see the past with new eyes, hit that like button. Subscribe to Decoding History and Science for more hidden truths and untold stories. And drop a comment. We want to hear what you think. Help us grow this community of truth seekers. Because history doesn't belong to the few. It belongs to all of us. Thank you for watching. This is just the start. And the best is yet to come.